Episode 56, KGH, Part 8. What A to G have to do with grant proposal by residents against Wood Smoke Emission Particulates Corporation, a 501c3 organization. The 10 parts to this episode 56 KG. See Part 1. Episode 56, KGA, EPA Airnow maps are like one sensor on a PurpleAir PM2.5 Monitor map, PAX 0.5140, plus 1.8304. See Part 2. Episode 56, KGB Ring cameras catching Porch pirates are like one sensor on a PurpleAir PM2.5 Monitor map. See Part 3. Episode 56 KGC radar guns catching automobile speeders in a neighborhood with a speed limit are like one sensor on a PurpleAir PM2.5 Monitor map. See Part 4. Episode 56 KGD Breathalyzer Tests, breath alcohol tests, catching automobile drunk drivers in a neighborhood with a speed limit are like one sensor on a PurpleAir PM2.5 Monitor map. See Part 5. Episode 56 KGE. If episodes 56 KGA through D are challenged, baseline can be established by PurpleAir Map region data. If the above four tests are challenged in court, average baseline readings above 0 on a PurpleAir map can serve as a baseline above 0 for one PurpleAir PM2.5 monitor's reading used to shut down an indoor wood burner. If a law has been passed, ordinance, state law or federal law, or grant project has established a program for exchange of a wood stove for a heat pump, and reward of a heat pump to the near neighbor whose PurpleAir monitor has detected exceedance of national ambient air quality standards, NOx, by nearby indoor wood burning. See Part 6. Episode 56, KGF, Argument for Use of NOx Standards for PM2.5 for wood stove emissions rather than certification of wood stoves. See Part 7. Episode 56 KGG, Argument for Parallel Track Use of NOx Standards alongside continuation of flawed EPA wood stove certification. This is Part 8. Episode 56 KGH. What A to G have to do with grant proposal by residents against Wood Smoke Emission Particulates Corporation, a 501c3 organization. Residents against Wood Smoke Emission Particulates Corporation, RAWSE presidents would like to hand out subsidized PurpleAir PM2.5 monitors to any near neighbor of an indoor residential wood burner whose smoke infiltrates the near neighbor's yard and sickens the near neighbor. Then the data from the PurpleAir PM2.5 monitor can prove that PM2.5 above NOx standards from the indoor wood burning is reaching the near neighbor's yard. That evidence should be used to shut down indoor residential wood burning, rather than using proven flawed certification of wood stoves, which cannot disprove or prove that pollution causing harm to human health and hastening climate change is occurring. Near neighbors of an indoor wood burner have a right to the cleanest air possible and protection against air pollution that is preventable by shutting down indoor wood burning. Residents Against Wood Smoke Emission Particulates Corporation, a 501c3 organization, is writing a grant to pay for most of the cost of PM2.5 monitors it intends to hand out, and for most of the cost of heat pumps that work at temperatures down to 40 degrees below 0 Fahrenheit, to both the near neighbor who complains to the health department and to the indoor residential wood burner who give up indoor wood burning permanently in exchange for the heat pump. RAWSE presidents believes that this method of regulating indoor residential wood burning will result in a healthier community and will make inroads on slowing climate change. RAWSE presidents would like this grant project to work as a pilot project for the federal, state and local governments to emulate. Resident user owned $229 PurpleAir PM2.5 monitors are now placed alongside $100,000 PM2.5 monitors on Environmental Protection Agency, EPA, maps of smoke and fire https://fire.airnow.gov as well as on the PurpleAir PM2.5 map https://map.purpleair.com. $100,000 EPA PM2.5 monitors physically collect PM2.5 from the air and separate the PM2.5 into lighter wood density PM2.5 and heavier gravel density PM2.5, and weigh each of the two densities separately as the basis for PM2.5 data from $100,000 monitors put on Airnow maps of smoke and fire. $229 PurpleAir PM2.5 monitors see the PM2.5 passing before a laser and count the number of PM2.5 particulates that pass before the laser within a 10-minute span of time. After 10 minutes, the PurpleAir PM2.5 data is put on the PurpleAir map for each sensor. This makes PurpleAir PM2.5 data superior to EPA data because data published every 10 minutes is essentially real-time data. Because the $100,000 EPA PM2.5 monitor has to divide the PM2.5 into two density IPs, www.tiktok.com/@rosspresidents/video/729286676993640727550 is underscore from underscore webap equals 1 and sender underscore device equals PC and web underscore ID equals 7288319674021250603s and weigh each density. The EPA $100,000 monitor only publishes its data every hour. To correlate the two data sets, to allow the two data sets to appear alongside each other on the Airnow maps of smoke and fire, the U.S. government assumes that although PurpleAir PM2.5 monitors are accurate and accepted by the U.S. government as accurate and reliable, the U.S. government assumes that PurpleAir PM2.5 monitors read high. So each state of the United States has a formula that it applies to the PurpleAir PM2.5 data before the PurpleAir PM2.5 data is put on Airnow maps of smoke and fire. In Wisconsin, that simple mathematical formula applied to PurpleAir PM2.5 data is PAX 0.5140 plus 1.8304. For instance, if the reading on a PurpleAir map was 28, the data for that 10-minute point would be 28 by 0.5140 plus 1.8304. Get out your calculators or Excel spreadsheets, equal to 16.2224. 16.2224 is above the annual national ambient air quality standards of 12 micrograms per meter cubed, NOx, of PM2.5, but below the 24-hour NOx standard of 35, and below what citizens of the United States who testified in an EPA hearing in February 2023 would like NOx to be, which would be 8 micrograms per cubic meter, 8 UG/M3, as the annual standard and 25 as the 24-hour standard. To be at or above a future 24-hour standard of 25 micrograms per cubic meter, a PurpleAir PM2.5 reading would have to be 46.8077. This is using the opposite equation, 25 divided by 0.514 and then subtracting 1.8304. To be at or above the current 24-hour standard of 35 micrograms per cubic meter, a PurpleAir PM2.5 reading would have to be 66.2629. This is using the opposite equation, 35 divided by 0.514 and then subtracting 1.8304. To be at or above a future annual standard of 8 micrograms per cubic meter, a PurpleAir PM2.5 reading would have to be 13.7338. This is using the opposite equation, 8 divided by 0.514 and then subtracting 1.8304. To be at or above the current annual standard of 12 micrograms per cubic meter, a PurpleAir PM2.5 reading would have to be 21.5159. This is using the opposite equation, 12 divided by 0.514 and then subtracting 1.8304. Conversion PA map to Airnow map data 25 UG/M3 2024. 24-hour standard NOx PM 2.535 UG/M3 2023. 24-hour standard NOx PM 2.58 UG/M3 2024. Annual standard NOx PM 2.512 UG/M3 2023. Annual standard NOx PM 2.5. PA 46.80776.2629113.733821.5159. Airnow 25-35-812. The World Health Organization, WHO, annual PM2.5 standard is 5 micrograms per cubic meter. Bringing the PM2.5 safe standard down to 8 in the United States would bring the U.S. safe standard nearer to the WHO standard. What is the purpose of the EPA Airnow maps of smoke and fire? This summer of 2023, millions of Americans had their airspace invaded by wildfire smoke from Canadian wildfires. Airnow maps of smoke and fire were consulted to find if outside air was safe to exercise in or so unsafe that people were advised to stay inside their sealed homes and use air purifiers to cleanse the air which seeped into even well-sealed homes. Welcome America in 2023 to the world of near neighbors of indoor residential wood burners, whose wood burning smoke infiltrates the yards of near neighbors and infiltrates near neighbors' homes if homes are not tightly sealed or if doors or windows are opened. Up to now, PurpleAir PM2.5 monitors have been used only to inform residents of the air quality of their yards, neighborhoods, regions, states, and nation. Some United States and regions have chosen to use data taken directly from Airnow maps of smoke and fire to issue requests that citizens stop all indoor residential wood burning or stop only certain forms of indoor residential wood burning until Airnow maps readings reach a certain lower level of PM2.5 pollution. Residents against wood smoke emission particulates would like PurpleAir PM2.5 Monitor data to be used as evidence of the level of PM2.5 pollution entering near neighbors' yards. Location of monitors in near neighbors' yards used as either measurement at the stack if near neighbors' monitors are placed very close to the wood burning stack or fence line measurement if near neighbors' monitors are placed slightly farther away. Any PM2.5 monitor has to be placed hyperlocally to catch and measure the smoke from an indoor wood burner. $100,000 EPA PM2.5 monitors are fewer in number than resident-owned PurpleAir PM2.5 monitors. $100,000 EPA PM2.5 monitors are also placed usually near industrial facilities to catch PM2.5 emissions from industry. PurpleAir PM2.5 monitors in the yards of near neighbors are usually hyperlocalized near indoor residential wood burners. Residents against wood smoke emission particulates, RAWSE presidents, believes there need to be more and more hyperlocalized PM2.5 monitors near indoor residential wood burners. Wood smoke is 90% PM2.5, particulate matter of 2.5 micrometer size, the perfect size to infiltrate the human lung, setting off a cascade of human health problems and early deaths. Wood burning emits more PM2.5 and CO2 than the fossil fuel coal burning. Wood burning emits 450 times the PM2.5 than the fossil fuel natural gas burning. Heat pumps emit no appreciable level of PM2.5. In 2023, there are heat pumps that work at 40 degrees below 0 Fahrenheit. Residents against wood smoke emission particulates is writing a grant to hand a PurpleAir PM2.5 monitor to any near neighbor of an indoor residential wood burner whose smoke enters the near neighbor's yard and sickens the near neighbor. If the near neighbor's PM2.5 monitor shows PM2.5 levels above NOx, that evidence should be enough to shut down the indoor residential wood burner. Residents against wood smoke emission particulates is writing the second part of the grant to offer heavily subsidized heat pumps to any near neighbor who complains of the wood smoke entering their yard and would like a heat pump. Residents against wood smoke emission particulates would also like to offer heavily subsidized heat pumps to indoor residential wood burners who end their wood burning forever in exchange for a heat pump. RAWSE presidents would like this grant-funded pilot project to serve as a template for the federal government to pass laws, or state or local government pass laws to hand out PurpleAir PM2.5 monitors, use the monitors as the basis for shutting down PM2.5 polluting indoor residential wood burners, and offer heavily subsidized heat pumps in return for turning in indoor residential wood burners and pledging not to burn wood residentially again. The next two parts of this 10-part series are Part 9. Episode 56, KGI. What PurpleAir users groups could do to support RAWSE President's Grant. Part 10. Episode 56, KGJ. The unscientific myth of carbon neutrality of wood burning explains why wood smoke pollution is not controlled.